Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen, because this is pure survival. We are surviving Diddy Glover's mother. Keep me away. I don't know what else to say. Stay away. Tell you where I'm to find you. Find away. Take on me. Take me down. I'll be good. Oh, take on me. Take the tasty cakes on me. We're surviving, Miss Joyce. I'm sorry, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, salute to you all coming in the building. I need y'all to smash that like button immediately. Y'all gotta hit them likes, get them likes up. We gotta get this out. And YouTube gotta push it in the algorithm because we are surviving Diddy Glover's mother. And I'm gonna tell y'all, we must respect Diddy Glover's mother, goddammit. We're not gonna be mean to Miss Joyce. Miss Joyce, I'm gonna be very respectful towards you during survival, Miss Joyce. I done brought out my Christmas shirt. Y'all see this? This is my KYH merch. Shout out to KYH, Pure Survival. I got this shirt designed from KYH. Cross Your Heart, his brand. I got this design last year. And Miss Joyce and your son, Diddy Glover, those Christmas socks that he was chasing Cassie down in, Pure Survival, in that hotel with the freak off steroids. And he was stomping her out with those Christmas socks on. That's what made me go into my motherfucking KYH, my Christmas merch. Pure Survival, Miss Joyce. Now, I'm going to be very respectful to you. You know what I'm saying? Because this is your son. I get it. Your son is a sick animal, and Miss Joyce is plenty of times I've defended you. I've defended you. And I said that this is not Diddy Glover's mother's fault. But they been said, Miss Joyce, that you was supposed to have been like a pimp before, pure survival, that you slapped hoes, and you had your own freak off sex workers. You had your own sex working mermaids, ma'am. All surrounded by Diddy Glover's swimming pool, pure survival. They were sex working mermaids. You know what I mean? With the little fin at the end of the motherfucker, where their legs was at. And you knew all about this, ma'am. And now you want to say that you, sources close to Diddy Glover and their family, which is so desperate, that Miss Joyce is supposed to be going to court testifying that Cassie had something to do with the freak offs, that she was a willing participant during survival. After 10 years, if you knew that your son was doing this and that girl was participating in all this stuff, why didn't you say nothing about this before, Miss Joyce? Why didn't you say this before? Now, I feel like the lawyer, this motherfucker right here, Mr. Toupee, probably told you to say that, Miss Joyce. Mr. Toupee told you to say that. We are surviving Diddy Glover's mother. We are surviving Mrs. Glover. Miss Glover, I bet Diddy Glover's lawyer told you to do this because Diddy Glover's lawyer is already blaming Cassie. Talking about, oh, this was a 10-year fucking relationship. She just mad. She just bitter. Everybody. The lawyer just said last night that nobody was drugged, that everybody participated. And then now you are trying to defend your little fucking sick bundle of joy, pure survival, and put yourself in it. Now that man, I felt bad. I said he gonna get you in the hospital, Miss Joyce. He's going to make you sick and have you have a goddamn stroke worrying about that boy. But you knew what your son was doing, so you can't blame anybody, Miss Joyce. This is pure survival. You know what I mean? You was the one French kissing your son. And I'm trying to be nice, Miss Joyce. I'm trying to hold. I can't even shout out my people in the chat because I'm so upset. And I'm just like, I couldn't believe it. As soon as I heard it come out, I'm getting this shit on Instagram. They're like, yo, you know, Diddy mom is talking about going to testify against Cassie, saying that Cassie should be in jail with him. You want that girl to go to jail after we saw the video of what your son did to her. Imagine the shit that we didn't see, Miss Joyce. Times that Diddy Glover brought her over to your house for dinner and you seen your son slapping that girl around. Pure survival. Even that your son, Diddy Glover, slapped you like Will Smith. He slapped you like Will Smith. And you was sitting there looking surprised like Chris Rock. Pure survival. You're like, oh, did he just slap me? Your own son. You know what I mean? Because you spoiled that motherfucker. You spoiled him. Now he in there crying his ass off. Diddy Glover's lawyer, you know what I mean? And we are surviving baby jail. Miss Joyce, we are surviving baby oil jail. Do you know how many rear ends your son done ran into? Thousands upon thousands of boxes of motherfucking baby oil. I don't even look at my baby oil the same no more. And I get the oral gel. Pure survival. I get the oral gel. And your son was sliding his wiener in and out of motherfuckers' rear ends. Pure survival. And now you want to try to say that they all knew what was going on. Now, Miss Joyce, I'm going to be honest. Pure survival. I do believe that some people was a part of the freak offs. Those other sick motherfuckers that's in the industry that's scared as a motherfucker that they're about to be called out. But Cassie, you're not going to convince me that Cassie should be locked up. You calling her all kinds of names, calling her little whores and all that shit. You trying to fuck up my son's legacy. Your son fucked up his own legacy, god damn it. This is pure survival. And I'm telling you right now, salute to Tabitha, Tiana. Salute to Tiana Bradley. Just hit that super chat. Sent me some other eyes with the hearts. Pure survival. Follow Tiana and hit that super chat. You know what I'm saying? And my cash app is $ Jamil Peterson 38. We not playing with Miss Glover. I'm not playing with you, Joyce Glover. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not going to sit here and act like your son is innocent. I'm not going to let you say that your son is innocent when you was tongue kissing that boy, going to strip clubs, backing it up. Diddy Glover, 600 and something years old, Miss Joyce. This means that you are 5,602 years old. Pure survival. You too old to be sitting here lying, trying to blame that young girl when your son, the heinous, sick act and we seen him do to him on camera. I'm not feeling bad for you, Miss Joyce. You're 5,602 years old. Pure survival. I'm not feeling bad for you, but I know it was Diddy Glover's lawyer. Right now, I'm on the Diddy Glover's second bell hearing fucking watch right now. At 3 o'clock, they're going to say whether they're going to let your son out or they're going to keep his ass where he belongs at. You know what I mean? And I don't think that they're going to let Diddy Glover out, ma'am. Pure survival. I'm sorry. I don't think it. You should have a bunch of home nurses, all that type of special care stuff. Miss Joyce, I think you just need to stay out of this. Because everybody's going to look at it and say, you allowed Diddy Glover to do these things. And they're going to bring up your history. And I heard about your history. And I've defended you. I defended you in the past. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to sit here and let you try to treat him like a motherfucker baby. Pure survival. Because when I went to jail, they didn't treat me like a goddamn baby. And I didn't do nothing of what Diddy Glover did. You know what I mean? Face the music. Your son did what he done. You can't blame this shit on Cassie like Diddy Glover's lawyer. He blaming Cassie right here.
So this was the first step. We have a bail appeal scheduled for tomorrow at 3:30 in front of Judge Carter, the district judge assigned to this case. I think that we made the points that we've been wanting to make. I think he came out. Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. He came to New York to establish.
We see that he's a fighter, sir. Mr. Combs is a fighter. We're going to come up. We seen that he's a fighter. He's a woman beater during survival. He's a woman beater and a man tasty cake taker. Pure survival. So you want to say that he's a fighter? We know he's a fighter, sir. He's a woman goddamn beater. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's a fighter. Oh, but he in there crying right now to mommy, and mommy's trying to spoil him. I'm sorry, Miss Joyce, but I'm appalled from your behavior. Don't make me go back to when you was French kissing him. Pure survival. That's very inappropriate. You sitting there tonguing your son. I like that, daddy. Got that old ass little ass tongue. Oh, come here, boy, come here. That's why he's so fucking disgusting during survival. You need to stick to going to go visit that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And trying to give him some uplifting encouragement. But I'm not gonna believe that Cassie knew all about this. You know what I mean? Cassie was 19 years old. Your son was 600 and something years old. Pure survival. When he got with that little girl. You know what I mean? She was even singing it in her music. I gotta make a move now. I've been waiting. She been talking about making a move now, and she was waiting. She been trying to make this move for a long time. Pure survival. And she was trying to get her records done and everything like that. And your son was like, you are my freak off, goddamn, he done kidnapped that vagina. Pure survival. He done kidnapped butt cheeks. This is crazy. And like I said, the lawyer is blaming Cassie. That's the next thing. They're gonna try to lock Cassie up, pure survival. But I guarantee you, with the money that she got from that settlement, because your son settled faster than microwave popcorn. I put my popcorn in the microwave when the lawsuit came out, when Cassie dropped that lawsuit last year, pure survival. I put my popcorn in the microwave for 3 minutes. The motherfucking lawsuit was already settled. Because Diddy Glover, your son, Mrs. Glover, your son didn't want all this shit to come out. He didn't want this to come out. And now y'all blaming it on Cassie. So you can go to court, Miss Joyce. It's going to make you look real bad. Y'all got to smash that like button. Let's get them likes up. We are surviving Diddy Glover's mother.
So this was the first step. We have a bail appeal scheduled for tomorrow, 3:30, in front of Judge Carter, the district judge assigned to this case. I think that we made the points that we've been wanting to make. I think he came out. Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. He came to New York to establish his innocence. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of the charges. There's nothing that the government said in their presentation today that changes anyone's mind about anything. He's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name, and he's going to clear his name. And we're going to stand by his side as he does. We believe in him wholeheartedly. He didn't do these things. This was a 10-year relationship. There's no coercion. There's no crime. There's basically just, someone who brought a civil case and now is finding themselves as a witness in a...
Y'all hear that? He's talking about he's innocent. This was a 10-year relationship. Miss Joyce, is that who you got this from? Pure survival? This was just a 10-year relationship. Somebody brought a motherfucking lawsuit, and now Diddy Glover got all these fucking problems. You know what I'm saying? That's a lawyer tactic, Miss Joyce. You know what I mean? They don't care about you. All they care about is your son's fucking money. Pure survival. It's about to be hammer time pretty soon. We're going to see if they let Diddy Glover out. He gonna be on motherfucking Boost Mobile commercials, Pure Survival, motherfucking Net 10 commercials. That's the kind of commercials he gonna be on. You remember MC Hammer? When he ran out of money and he started doing Mountain Dew and motherfucking Coca-Cola commercials, Pure Survival, Diddy Glover's gonna be standing in front of motherfucking Boost Mobile, selling Boost Mobile phones. Talking about, here, take that, take that, take that. Oh, do you like that, daddy? Oh, turn around so I could, okay, I wanted to see you walk away. I just wanted to see you walk away. Pure Survival. Your son gonna be selling Boost Mobile phones when this shit is all over. I guarantee you. But I'm telling you, the lawyer is the one who told Miss Joyce to do this. And I'm sorry, Miss Joyce, I'm being respectful. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just saying, for you to defend your son and blame this on Cassie and blame it on other victims, why ain't you talking about the other victims? You just saying Cassie was a culprit. She knew. Now I will say this, because some people gonna say, well, Cassie did know about it. Cassie played a part in it. Let me tell you something. They've been together for 10 years. So, yes, some of that time, okay, Cassie may have knew what was going on, pure survival. You know what I mean? But clearly she was trying to escape. We seen Diddy Glover chasing her in the Christmas socks, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Bradford. Tanya Bradford just hit that super chat again during survival. Y'all need to take some goddamn advice from Tanya Bradford. You know what I'm saying? But the lawyer is telling Miss Joyce to do this. That's why, and I'm not taking my foot off of your son's neck. I'm sorry, pure survival. I'm not taking my son off your son's neck.
There's nothing that the government said in their presentation today that changes anyone's mind about anything. He's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name, and he's going to clear his name. And we're going to stand by his side as he does. We believe in him wholeheartedly. He didn't do these things. This was a 10-year relationship. There's no coercion. There's no crime. There's basically just...
How is you and the lawyer, Miss Joyce, talking about he didn't do anything? You call what we saw on camera not doing anything? Pure survival? Diddy Glover throwing Cassie on the ground like that. It wasn't enough. He had to go stomp on her in a pair of Air Force Ones. But instead of the Air Force Ones, he did it in a pair of Christmas freak off socks. You know what I'm talking about? He threw her on the ground. She was trying to run. How can you say that that was a willing participant? Pure survival. How? You know what I'm talking about? If I want to be a part of a freak off, you're gonna know I want to be a part of a freak off. I'm buck naked. I'm running towards the freak off. Somebody pass me my baby oil. You know what I'm saying? You're not running away from the freak off. Now you know what makes me wonder, Miss Joyce? What was Cassie running from that day? Pure survival. And what I mean is because those fucking freak offs was lasting, what, 13, 14 days straight. They couldn't eat nothing but a Lunchable. Pure survival. You had to take wiener upon wiener, dingling upon dingling, up inside, up and down your fucking head and all down your mouth. You know what I mean? You got dick hairs all in your fucking teeth. Pure survival. Because this man had them fucking until the break of dawn. Days and nights. You know what I mean? You just wake up with a dick in your mouth. Oh, God, I almost choked off that motherfucker. Pure survival. We still fucking. He's standing over him. Don't you know we still fucking? You fell asleep with my wiener in your mouth. Finish. He didn't even let them go home. They didn't. Oh, man, I'm sorry, Miss Joyce. I cannot sit here and try to act like your son is this innocent motherfucker, pure survival. That law, this whole shit made me look at Diddy Glover even worse. This is why the motherfucking feds put that video out with him chasing Cassie down like that, beating her up in that hotel because they knew there's no way you're gonna be able to deny and make it like Cassie played a part. Who would want their ass kicked like that, Miss Joyce? Pure survival. I know he was slapping you around and calling you Susan. Just because you let him slap you, don't mean nobody else wanted him to be slapping them during survival. So I'm not gonna let you and your Diddy Glover's lawyer blame this on Cassie. I'm just not gonna do it. Show me a tape with Cassie whooping that motherfucker's ass. Pure survival. I wish I would have taught Cassie some karate. I was a burgundy belt. If Cassie would have learned from me, if she'd have hit me up, said, look, I'm trying to survive Diddy Glover, I'd have said, come holler at me, Cassie. I know karate. I was a burgundy belt. And I would have helped her learn karate. She'd have been like Jennifer Lopez in that movie Enough. And she would have fought back against Diddy goddamn freak off Glover.
We made the points that we've been wanting to make. I think it came out. Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. He came to New York to establish his innocence. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of the charges. There's nothing that the government said in their presentation today that changes anyone's mind about anything. He's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name, and he's going to clear his name. And we're going to stand by his side as he does. We believe in him wholeheartedly. He didn't do these things. This was a 10-year relationship. There's no coercion. There's no crime. There's basically just, someone who brought a civil case.
You see that? This is basically just someone who brought a civil case. Like Cassie was trying to take it easy on your son, Miss Joyce. Cassie was telling that motherfucker, just give me some money. Pure survival. Give me some money for making me have to suffer and put my career on hold. You know what I mean? This is why we only got one song from Cassie. This wasn't Cassie's fault, pure survival. She probably been wanting to put out records and music and all that shit. He held that girl hostage for so long that if she would have dropped the song, we wouldn't even wanted to hear it by then. We wouldn't even know who the fuck is this. You know what I'm saying? What is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not right, Miss Joyce, for you and this lawyer to try to deny, just like he said, oh, he want to prove that he innocent. How is that motherfucker innocent? Tupac died, Biggie died, Kim Porter died. These is a bunch of motherfuckers that's dead right now. Pure survival. He lucky he only getting to go to jail. Craig Mack, he brought the brand new flavor in your ear. Diddy Glover brought the freak off in the fucking air. And a gallon of baby oil. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? So we not going to sit here. There's no way that we can deny it. Even if Diddy Glover, because I don't care about his sexuality, shout out to the LBG community, pure survival. But even the LBG community was like, God damn, that is too much fucking baby oil. That is too much. Hey, girl, that is too much. Hey. Even the LBG community was like, we don't even use that much baby oil to get inside of a motherfucker's tasty cakes. Pierce our Bible. These are dozens upon dozens of rear ends that man was running into. You understand me? You got gay motherfuckers that's like, God damn, how much butt do you want? Anytime you make the LBG community be like, oh my God, we don't even want that much ass. Hey, girl, over here, we don't even want that much ass. That's too much goddamn butt on your mind, Diddy Glover. This is sad. This is sad. I just want to hear this liar one more time because I guarantee you, Miss Joyce, if you try to go to court, they're gonna tear you up. The internet is going to tear you up. I feel like you just need to be quiet, pierce our Bible, live out your last little bit of golden years, and just be quiet about this shit. Your son did all of this type of shit, and he must pay. And there's a bunch of people that had to suffer in the custody and care of your son, ma'am. Did you think about how hungry Usher was when he wanted that cereal, pure survival? Why didn't you take him a box of cereal, Miss Glover? Why didn't you take that boy Usher some goddamn cereal? Why didn't you take Justin Bieber? One time, I'm going to tell you one time. I'm going to tell you 3 times, Miss Joyce. This is pure survival. I am not going to let you sit here and try to defend your son because y'all seemed like y'all was lovers. You, Miss Joyce, made me think you and your son was love fucking birds. The way you was kissing on that motherfucking man. And you want to blame Cassie. I think you probably was one of the freak off victims, Miss Joyce. Pure survival. I'm starting to think Diddy Glover was advertising you, going to the motherfucking, what was it? Taking you to strip clubs, pure survival. He probably was selling that whole thing. He was probably selling you too. Or you probably was the fucking head because Diddy Glover kept all the money in your name. Miss Joyce, pure survival. They probably gonna fuck around and indict you. You better be quiet, because the feds said they looking for more motherfuckers, pure survival. So I'm telling you, Miss Joyce, they probably gonna connect you to the shit. I know they got you on wiretaps, pure survival. Son, clap them cheeks. Son, clap them. Did you left all this baby oil out back? They gonna probably got you on taps and everything, Miss Joyce. That's why I'm surprised you even talking right now. If you're going to say anything, you need to speak about your son's behavior. You should be out saying my son's going to get help. And Miss Joyce, you should be apologizing. Even though you didn't do it, the least you could do is say you feel sorry for the victims and not blame the victims during survival. When you was sitting here kissing up, booed up with your goddamn son. Pure survival. Look at this woman.
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. With you? I love you.
Love you too.
Look at this, Miss Joyce. Pure survival. He's sitting there and said that he's out there getting a drip with you. This looks like you were treating Diddy Glover like your motherfucking husband. Now, it's one thing, ladies, I will say, because I was my mom's youngest boy, pure survival. So my mom treated me like a girl a few times growing up. She treated me like a girl. I was her baby, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of women that be treating their sons like they motherfucking boyfriends and their husbands, especially if they don't have a man, pure survival. They be so hell-bent in their son's life and in they shit because they ain't got that shit going on for themselves, pure survival, which is fine. But you have to remember, ladies, your son is not your goddamn husband, pure survival. He is not your boyfriend. He is not your sex partner unless you were part of this. Shout out to the 1,000 people in the building. This is pure survival. We are surviving Miss fucking Joyce and Diddy Glover's secret this ain't a gay love affair. This is a mommy-son incest love affair. And then she got a nerve to try to blame this shit on Cassie, talking about she want to go to court. What if they pull this up, Miss Joyce? What if they pull this up? Y'all two look like the ring motherfucking leaders. Y'all look like a goddamn ring leading thing. Diddy Glover just said it out of his mouth. He talking about, oh, I'm with my mom. Oh, we getting the drip. We getting the drip. We getting it. What's the drip? The drip out of a man's rear end? Miss Joyce, you look like you probably was running the shit with the girls. Pure survival, and Diddy Glover was running the shit with the male motherfucking escorts because he wanted the male escorts to hit the chicks that he was having sex with because he wanted to have sex with them too. Pure survival. You remember your son sitting there master motherfucking baiting while Cassie happened to run through all these fucking sex working wieners that came from over other countries. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? So Miss Joyce, you need to explain this sick shit you got going on with your grown ass son, kissing him on the mouth. mouth. Pure survival. My mom could kiss me on the cheek. My mom could kiss me on the forehead, but I'm not kissing my mom in the dentures. I'm not kissing my mom in the dentures. Surviving Diddy Glover kissing his mother in the dentures. This is pure survival. He stick his tongue in his mom's mouth, and then the dentures come out, and it's just teeth and the motherfucker, and there's his tongue. This is sick, Miss Joyce. And you're not gonna blame Cassie for this. Your son did every bit of this sick shit, and he must pay during survival. Regular broke motherfuckers gotta go to jail. If you a broke motherfucker, oh, they don't give a fuck. You're going to jail. Pure survival. At least he got money on his fucking books. One day he had to pay. You can't do some sick shit for 20, 40 fucking years and don't think that you're going to have to fucking pay. Yeah, Cassie is the one who opened the door for everything because she finally stood up against the man. Pure survival. Cassie gave courage to the others, to the other victims that was trapped in the freak-off dungeon. Do you understand how that, matter of fact, Miss Joyce? Pure survival. I know you know how bad that fucking dungeon smelled. When they said that the person after Diddy Glover clap up all the cheeks and they have the freak offs and the motherfucker got to clean the doodle stains off the wall, pure survival, the period blood all over the motherfucking place. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody had to go in there and clean that shit, Miss Joyce. You know what I'm saying? I had to wear 2, 3 fucking masks to go in there and clean that shit. So you know, imagine the fucking freak off victims trapped in the basement and it just smelled like shit the whole time you down that motherfucker. Who farted? Who farted? Ain't nobody fart. It just stink like a motherfucker. Pure survival. But you sit there and keep making out with your son, but he is going down. I don't care. He's going down. Real rap. I'm sweating like a motherfucker. Pure survival.
Call Mom Dukes.
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. Don't you? I love you.
Love you too.
Bruh, Kirk Burrows, the president at the time, a bad boy, told me that he smacked his mother. Kirk Burrows even said it.
Shout out to Gene Deal and shout out to Gene Deal's kneecaps, pure survival. And we're not going to make fun of Gene Deal today. You know what I mean? And Gene Deal, if you're watching this, the moment you come on and you admit, okay, that's a funny nigga, pure survival. I call him a C-list, D-list comedian. Shout out to the 1,100 people in the building. I take that back. When you do that, Gene Deal, and you allow me to become a member, y'all. Hey, Jamil. Jamil is a member, y'all. Hey, I want to be a member on your channel, Gene Dill. Forgive me, pure survival. But Diddy Glover ex-Bodyguard said it, Miss Joyce. He said that Diddy was slapping you, and you want everybody else to allow them, Diddy, to slap them like he slapped you. But Cassie stood up to your son, and you wasn't woman enough to stand up to that little monster that you created. Pure survival.
Bruh, Kirk Burrows, the president at the time, a bad boy, told me that he smacked his mother. Kirk Burrows even said it on somebody's platform that he smacked his mother. It may have been your platform that he said that.
It's been proven once again, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
The apple don't fall too far from the tree, Miss Joyce. If Diddy Glover would slap you, his own mother, imagine what he'll do to other people during survival. Miss Joyce, if Diddy Glover would slap you, then Cassie and all these other victims, pure survival, they didn't have a goddamn chance. This man will haul off. I couldn't imagine if I could haul off and picture slapping my mom. I don't even know if I could make a joke like, Mom, you know that I was about ready to slap you, Mom, but I kind of held back. I couldn't even joke and tell my mom I was going to slap her. This is horrible, Miss Joyce. You should be happy your son is locked up. Pure survival. I think that you are abused, Miss Joyce. I think that your son abused you. I really do. I think you taught him all of this sick ass shit, pure survival, and you dropped him off to Clive Davis Wiener, pure survival. You dropped Diddy Glover off and said, look, here, give me that baby bottle, and here, suck on Clive Davis Wiener. And then once he put that, oh, I'm in the industry, I can taste that, taste that. And then next thing you know, he became a freak-off lord during survival. But it's stuff that you taught him, Miss Joyce. I've heard that you was like a pimp or something like that. Like allegedly, Miss Joyce, pure survival. So I don't know how you can try to play like your son is innocent. If you're scared of him, Miss Joyce, reach out to me. My Instagram is Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Follow me and I'll follow you back, Miss Joyce. Pure survival. We can survive your son together. But I think that you are afraid of him, or you're afraid of what's going to happen with him. But you babied that boy. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Miss Joyce, if he would kiss his mother in the mouth like that, pure survival, go to strip clubs, tell my mom is soaking wet. Oh, we doing this together, we're bathing. Oh, you know what I mean? 600 and something years old, and he getting in the bathtub and you washing that motherfucker up, pure survival, that is not like, there's some inappropriate shit going on. You know what I mean? You should not be washing your son up with his dick out, pure survival, and they probably ain't even gonna green my shit for saying that. But how you washing a grown man, the grown son's wiener? Oh, you know what I mean? Like, no, you have to stop. He's not a baby no more. Now it's too late because the man is a monster and you fucking caused this shit. And they're trying to blame Cassie, but you ain't said nothing about none of the other victims. This probably a slap in their face, Miss Joyce, that this is you willing to go testify. You know what I mean? So this means you had proof that you knew about the freak off. Because if you're testifying, Diddy Glover's lawyer got you testifying, then this means, Miss Joyce, a freak off probably happened at your house. This is why you saying that you know for a fact that Cassie was a willing participant. So that means you knew about it. So how we know you wasn't participating, Miss Joyce? This is pure survival.
Now, Diddy has always been close with his mom. His father passed away when he was only 2 years old, leaving his mom, Janice Combs, to raise her son on her own. According to Complex magazine, Diddy's dad, Melvin Combs, was a well-known Harlem gangsta who had connections to both Frank Lucas and Nicky Barnes, and Janice was the boss's ride-or-die chick. She took on 3 jobs to make sure a young Sean got the best of life, but she might have been a little too eager for Diddy to make it big. Remember that part about her taking on 3 jobs? Well, word on the street is that she might have been making ends meet by working as an S worker. And guess what she apparently brought her...
You heard that, Miss Joyce? They said that you was making ends meet because you was supposed to have been a sex worker. How we know you wasn't working for this motherfucking animal? This is pure survival. I look at this haircut different. Diddy Glover, I remember when I saw this haircut back in the day, I was like, oh, he's starting some shit. Look how spooky your son looked, Miss Joyce. Look at him. As much as I want to feel bad and say, oh my God, Diddy Glover used to be a legend. I remember when I used to go to the dance and to the motherfucking skating parties and shit. Shout out to the 1,300 people in the building. When I used to go to the skating parties, Miss Joyce, and I used to be in that motherfucker, I've been around. Whoa, 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 whoa. I used to love the Bad Boys music. Pure survival. Your son ruined his whole legacy. And like I said, Miss Joyce, you're going to implicate yourself. You're going to end up getting indicted. Because I'm telling you, the feds is going to be like, it's too much shit. It's money in your name. The rapper Mace said that. Shout out to Mace. And I remember Mace said that. Yo, it's Mace. I'm sick of Diddy. And he know that his mom got the money in his name and her name. And he owed me my position. This Mace, Hollywood, stand up. And I didn't even listen to Mace because I didn't understand what he was saying back then. Pure survival. He was talking too motherfucking slow. But now I had to rewind it. And then I realized he said, yo, this Mace, did he put the money in his mom's name? And I know that she know what he did last summer. You're going to get yourself indicted, Miss Joyce, fucking with this man in this weird, creepy-ass box. Pure survival. Smash that like button, everybody. Share this goddamn video. Miss Joyce is threatening to testify, and she wants to prove that Cassie was a part of the freak-offs. What does that say about you, Miss Joyce? That you knew about the freak-offs, and I think that Miss Joyce was a part of the freak-offs too. I'm sorry, Miss Joyce. You, the people that's in your staff, and your son freak-off staff that said this, pure survival, they can, I don't care about the little grandson with that long-ass neck, pure survival. Look at him. Diddy Glover, that little Tootsie Roll neck little motherfucker. He was walking out the courtroom all sad looking and shit. Tell him to put out a diss record about that grandma. Tell him to put out a diss record about his dad being denied bail. I bet you they ain't gonna let that motherfucker out today. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying?
Been a little too eager for Diddy to make it big. Remember that part about her taking on 3 jobs? Well, word on the street is that she might have been making ends meet by working as an S worker. And guess what? She apparently brought her work home. The result? A young Sean would honestly something no kid should be exposed to. While most of us would probably try to wash our eyes with acid after that, for Diddy, things might have been different. According to some theories, he might have learned about freak-offs from his mom. And get this, there might be the faintest possibility that Janice might have forced Diddy to watch her freak-offs instead of him sneaking.
Whoa, Miss Janice. I ignored this last year when they was saying this, Miss Janice. I was defending you, pure survival. But this is this is not far-fetched. They were saying that Diddy Glover was watching you. You were forcing him to watch you have freak-offs. That's not far-fetched. Diddy Glover, your son records himself having sex with motherfuckers and taking butt cheeks and shit and then showing them what he did. Like, look, I dare you say something. I dare you say something. You see me clapping your cheeks right here? If you tell on me, I'm going to show the cheek juice, the butt cheek juice all in the air. It's all on video. This is what your son was doing. But they're saying that, hey, Janice, Miss Janice, you taught your son this, that he allegedly was watching you get your cheeks clapped. That's not far-fetched. Pure survival. Diddy Glover lost his father at a young age. You know what I'm saying? So how do we know, Miss Janice? That's why you should have just shut your dentures up. Because now we're going to wonder. Now I'm wondering how we know that you wasn't doing this in front of Diddy. Diddy had to get this before Clive Davis. Diddy Glover got this freaky ass way before he got into the industry. Once he got the money, the power, and the motherfucking respect, a freak off is what I need in life. Money, power, respect. Now I need a freak off. Money, power, respect. What a freak off. He started to get the freak offs. He got the money, power, respect, and all he needed was a freak off. It was the key to life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, Miss Janice, I'm starting to believe that he was watching you do all this sick shit. I believe it. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you want to become a member, hit that members button. Pure survival. Become a member because we survive the industry over here. Yes, what we do. And we've been surviving Diddy Glover since Jamie Foxx got sick. You know what I'm saying?
Her work home. The result? A young Sean would honestly something no kid should be exposed to. While most of us would probably try to wash our eyes with acid after that, for Diddy, things might have been different. According to some theories, he might have learned about freak-offs from his mom. And get this, there might be the faintest possibility that Janice might have forced Diddy to watch her freak-offs instead of him sneaking up on her. But that's only the tip of the iceberg. Diddy and Janice don't exactly have a typical mother-son relationship. I mean, what's with kissing each other on the lips?
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating.
That man says she's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. Shout out to Stacy Gloria. Just hit that Cash App. I told y'all my Cash App is Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. No, excuse me. Jamil Peterson 38. That's my Cash App. $ Jamil Peterson 38. I just seen it, Miss Gloria. It comes across the screen. It comes across the screen. That's if you want to support the channel. And guess what? I am against Diddy Glover's freak off behavior, and I'm happy that he's paying a price. I don't care what nobody say, because you got motherfuckers that say, oh, people so excited to see this man go to jail. What about the dreams that was destroyed? What about last year when Diddy Glover, when your son came out and said that he giving his publishing back to all the people after he spent the money? Motherfuckers was only getting $300 a year. Pure survival. $300 a year after their blood, sweat, and tears. No, I'm thinking about all the victims, all the people that died behind Diddy Glover. Suge Knight got what, like 30 years? He paying the price for what his past mistakes. Pure survival. Salute to Teresa Bullock. Teresa Bullock just hit that super chat. This is pure survival. We surviving at $50 in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But we must stand together. And Miss Joyce, we must meditate. Okay? We must meditate for your son and his 6 acts. You know what I'm talking about? Numb young reggae cure, numb young reggae cure, numb young reggae cure. We got an Angela Bassett the situation. We got an Angela Bassett situation, but this sick, inappropriate relationship that your son had with you, this is why you defended him during survival. But I'm going to keep on striking back until Diddy Glover is no longer, you know what I'm talking about? Because like I said, we must think about the people who believed in Diddy Glover, who he made believe that he can make their dreams come true. You know what I'm saying? I got a daughter that's a singer, that's a comedian, that's like, she's in the business right now, but I keep her real private, pure survival. But that's what makes me, my 19-year-old daughter, when I really start going hard at Diddy Glover, because I tell her, honey, don't let nobody make you think that you got to sleep with them for your dreams to come true. You know what I mean? Your talent will win in the end. So don't try. But it's people like you, Diddy Glover, that was telling these young girls and selling them dreams and young boys. You know what I'm saying? And I don't respect that during survival. I don't respect that because I know you would have tried to clap my cheeks. I know you would have. I'd have came in that motherfucker handsome as shit, pure survival, funny as a motherfucker, and you would have been lying to me, talking about drink that daddy, drink that daddy. And I would have been all excited like, oh, Diddy Glover done gave me something to drink. Oh, I'm winning, I'm popping bottles, I'm with bad boys, and I would have just passed out, pure survival. I would have just, not even knowing, and woke up and my butt hurt like a motherfucker, pure survival. He would have set me up. You know what I'm saying? So I can't respect that during survival, Miss Joyce. I can't respect that. Y'all got to continue to smash that like button. We got to keep pushing this thing out there.
Honestly, something no kid should be exposed to. While most of us would probably try to wash our eyes with acid after that, for Diddy, things might have been different. According to some theories, he might have learned about freak-offs from his mom. And get this, there might be the faintest possibility that Janice might have forced Diddy to watch her freak-offs instead of him sneaking up on her. But that's only the tip of the iceberg. Diddy and Janice don't exactly have a typical mother-son relationship. I mean, what's with kissing each other on the lips?
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I love you.
Love you too.
Look how she did that shit like a bird. She said, that motherfucker knew where to run to. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker went running for them goddamn lips. If you and your son used to go together, Miss Janice, it's okay. Just come out and tell us that you and your son used to go together, pure survival, and your son put you in this organization. All you got to do is say he forced you. He already got money and all assets and shit in your name, pure survival. They made everybody give up their passports behind that sick motherfucker. You can't even lead a country, Miss Joyce. So to blame this on Cassie is preposterous. And I don't even know what it means, but it's saying mean like some bad shit. All right?
What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I love you.
Love you too.
Mom, freshly dipped though. I was just trying to show you. Yeah, my mom's is single. Mom's is single. I ain't gonna hate on my mom's. She's single.
And I get it in some kind of way, but do y'all hear how he's like advertising his mother? He's like, yeah, my mom is single. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hate. Like, it's okay. Like, okay. Like, if my mom is single, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be trying to market her though. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna accept, okay, my mom is single and she fine as a motherfucker, pure survival. But I'm not gonna be marketing her. It's the creepy ways that he talking. Like, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna hate. My mom's single. She got the drip. Like he was trying to sell that motherfucker vagina. He's trying to sell that fucking coochie. This would sound like a business. I'm telling you, this was more like a business. And they got a creepy fucking relationship. Because some of it will make you look like, oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's very inappropriate and very creepy during survival.
Yeah, my mom's is single. Mom's is single. I ain't gonna hate on my mom's. She's single. Me and my mom talked about one time doing a dating show with her. And she's so picky. She's so
And
picky.
he said he wanted to do a dating show with his mom, but he's so picky. But she's so picky. Now, like I said, my mom could be single. Of course, you don't want nobody to be with your mom that's out of pocket, that'll try to put his hands on her, da 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 da. You know what you got to do. You got to turn one over on him, pure survival. But he was trying to do a dating show, like with his mom, like a flavor of love, like to have. That's how you know it was a lot of freak off shit going on. He was trying to sell his mom, like, and then turn it into a dating show to make even more money. But the inappropriate shit that they was doing behind the scenes. This is crazy, Miss Joyce. And I'm sorry I had to highlight this. I ignored all of this information last year. But now that your son locked up and this is all coming out, pure survival, and then you trying to blame this on Cassie, trying to defend him, talking about you going to court to testify that Cassie was what do they call that? Accessory to I forget what they call accomplice, a willing participant. If you're willing to say that, then this means that you was too, Miss Joyce. You had to been.
Mom's single. I ain't gonna hate on my mom's. She's single. Me and my mom talked about one time doing a dating show with her. And she's so picky. She's so picky, they don't stand. But yeah, that'd be the funniest show in the world.
It will be.
I don't even want to get started if she was doing that. We're not doing that.
And you best believe that Janice knows how to party because this was Diddy's mom at the BET Awards.
Look at her. Look at her. That's the same freak off tongue that Diddy Glover be putting out his mouth. Just his pure survival. We are surviving, Miss Joyce. Miss Joyce, I'm sorry, Diddy Glover's mother. For the people who've been wondering why I keep calling Diddy Glover, because y'all remember when he came out, when the lawsuits came out, when Cassie first dropped it, and he was looking old as shit, and he was looking like Danny Glover? Ever since then, I've been calling him Diddy Glover. This is pure survival. But look at the freak off tongue. They was at a goddamn award show and she's up there trying to freak off right on stage. And this is the person advice I'm supposed to take, Diddy Glover. Y'all two act just alike. This is why I believe that she knew about this type of shit. Look, she got the mic in her hand, holding that shit like a wiener, pure survival. She like, oh, I got this motherfucker dick in my hand. And like I said, it'd have been cool if y'all wasn't doing sick shit to people and all of that. And if she want to still, because I tell everybody, it don't matter how old you is, I want to be forever young. Pure survival. Shout out to the motherfuckers that's 70, 80 years old that watch me and follow me. You know what I'm saying? Always feel young in your heart. You know what I mean? Because your age ain't where your shit is. It's how you feel. You know what I mean? But if you're breaking the law, if you're forcing people into sick freak acts, that is not cool. You know what I'm saying? So if you 89 years old and you could pull a young man that's 34 years old, high five, pure survival. Give it up to grandma. Grandma still got them goodies. She still got some goodies. Surviving the fact that she got them goodies, even if she a cougar and buy you a motherfucking PlayStation 5. This is pure survival. But the shit that she doing right here is just crazy. It's showing you the freak in her. Shout out to the 1,100 motherfuckers in the building. We are surviving Diddy Glover's mother.
I don't even want to get started if she was doing that. We're not doing that.
And you best believe that Janice knows how to party because this was Diddy's mom at the BET Awards. Oh, and did you notice the white nails? Well, apparently Cassie spilled the tea in her lawsuit, saying that Diddy was obsessed with having her dress up for freak-off sessions. And one thing he would insist on is white nails. So the fact...
Oh, Miss Joyce. This is why you mad at Cassie. Because Cassie said in her lawsuit that you like to... That Diddy likes her to dress up and wear white nails. Pure survival. Come to find out, Miss Janice, you was wearing white nails. I think Miss Janice was really a part of this shit. Pure survival. You was wearing white nails. This freak off shit that he wanted, and Cassie exposed that. Now you want to, oh, this is getting deep, y'all. Salute to everybody. White nails. I ain't even know what the fuck white nails meant. Pure survival. People was talking about that shit last year. I'm like, I ain't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I was on Diddy Glover's mom's side at first. I'm like, all right, well, maybe it was just a peck. You know what I'm saying? But it was just still too inappropriate. And it's more stuff from me hearing how they was talking and he's slapping that woman, slapping his own mom and shit, beating her up. No, that woman was scared of you. You know what I'm saying? And I think she was a part of your shit. Like crazy.
How to party because this was Diddy's mom at the BET Awards. Oh, and did you notice the white nails? Well, apparently Cassie spilled the tea in her lawsuit, saying that Diddy was obsessed with having her dress up for freak-off sessions, and one thing he would insist on is white nails. So the fact that Janice had white nails is all kinds of creepy. And when did it become cool for parents to smoke with their kids and take them to strip clubs?
My mom's single, yeah, for real. Mom do know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing, outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care. For real. It's my dog.
Ain't no way in hell. I don't care. Salute to Tamara. You know what I mean? I'm sorry about if I said your name wrong. Pure Survival. Just hit that super chat. Diddy Glover was going to strip clubs with his mother. Miss Janice, how do we know you wasn't going to these strip clubs with your fucking freak off son and y'all was picking up victims? Miss Janice, I would never go to no strip club with my motherfucking mom. I don't want my wiener hard while I'm around my mother. Pure survival. I don't want to be around no kids, my mother, no, nothing like that with a hard wiener. That's some very uncomfortable shit. Pure survival. But he was very comfortable and vocal about him and his mom going to strip clubs, tongue kissing. Like, yo, this is crazy. Miss Janice, I just feel like you should have never opened your motherfucking mouth. I'm sorry. Pure survival. You sound as guilty as your son. If the feds look at this fucking videotape knowing you was going to strip clubs, picking up fucking yo, you're gonna get indicted yourself. I don't think you better go to nobody's court and then say you knew about it and you know for a fact that Cassie was accomplice. This makes you an accomplice, Miss Joyce. This is pure survival.
Had white nails is all kinds of creepy. And when did it become cool for parents to smoke with their kids and take them to strip clubs?
My mom's single, yeah, for real. Mom do know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing, outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care. For real. It's my dog, you know, I want to live life. We out here moving and grooving. My mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby. That's right. Keep moving.
And like I said, I was always very close to my mother my whole entire life. But ain't no, I no. There's lines that are drawn when we're talking about a parent. No matter how, like I said, I was extremely close to my mother. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to her. But I would have never went to no motherfucking strip club. Never been like, oh, my mom, she's single. Oh, she's so da-da-da-da-da. No, why am I marketing my mother for? You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to always, have a great, tight relationship with my mom and all that type of stuff. Love her dearly. But she got her life, I got mine type of thing. And if she needs me, you know what I'm saying, I'm there. But it's like, this was just like, it just seemed like they had a whole organization going on. I'm sorry, Miss Joyce. Like, you have no room to talk.
Mom do know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing, outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care. For real. It's my dog, you know, I want to live life. We out here moving and grooving. My mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby. That's right. Keep moving. Don't stop. She can touch the floor with her palms. You know?
Right. She just said flats. That man said that his mom can touch the floor with her palms. This is some very freaky, creepy shit. He said she can touch the floor with her palms. This is some old freaky shit right here. Oh my God, Miss Joyce. Listen, congratulations if you can touch the floor with your palms, pretty much had that ass in the air, and you are flexible, you know what I'm saying, like senior citizen freak, pure survival. That is cool. But if you was into this freaky shit your son was doing, like it would have been all right if you were, you know what I mean, an older woman and you like to get busy, you flexible and all that. That's a good thing. That is not a bad thing at all. Pure survival. That is not. But I'm saying your son had you, and you, matter of fact, I don't even know who to blame. For real, for real. Y'all with Bonnie and motherfucking Freak Off. No, which one is Bonnie? Bonnie and Freak Off Clyde. This, yo, he's bragging about how his mother can get on her mother. Oh my God. And Gene Dill said it. Diddy Glover's ex-bodyguard. Gene Dill. Y'all know I fuck with Gene Dill's kneecaps. He said that Diddy mom was trying to nail him. She was trying to nail him to the cross and got mad at him. He said he quit from Diddy, as a matter of fact, because she was trying to make him have sex with her. Him and his kneecaps. So yeah, Miss Joyce, you know way more than what you saying.
And moving and grooving. My mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
That's right.
Keep moving. She
Don't stop.
She could touch the floor with her palms. You know? Flat. Oh! Take pew, pew, pew.
That
But
was
you know
crazy.
what's even weirder? It's the fact that Janice has stayed quiet about Diddy's crimes over the years. According to rapper Mace, Diddy's mom got all the receipts. Fans think that Diddy knows that deep down his mom would never betray him, which is why he has all his assets under his mom's name.
Yo, I did this nigga told my...
Didn't I tell y'all? He had all his assets and his money and everything under his mother's fucking name. Pure survival. And he knew and felt my mom gonna spoil me. She ain't gonna say nothing. For all these years, she wasn't saying nothing. Knowing all this stuff was going on. Knowing all this stuff was going on. Now that they locked him up and denied his bail, pure survival, now you want to come out and try to act like your son is innocent and everybody else was a part of this shit, especially Cassie. Especially Cassie. And I know Cassie had to be around you 10 years. Your woman is supposed to be meet your mom, your family, and all that type of shit. He probably used to beat her up in front of you, Miss Joyce. And you know what I mean? And May said it right here. That the money that Diddy owed him was in his mom's name. Mace said it.
Crimes over the years. According to rapper Mace, Diddy's mom got all the receipts. Fans think that Diddy knows that deep down his mom would never betray him, which is why he has all his assets under his mom's name.
Yo, I did this nigga told my he want receipts. Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts, nigga. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts, nigga. You need more proof, nigga? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts. And I sign it, nigga. Cause I ain't need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that.
And y'all hear all those names, Miss Joyce, of all them artists that was signed to your son and you. I'm gonna say you too. That all died. And like May said, none of them could stand up and say what really was going on, what was the truth. Shout out to the 1,300 people in the building. All of them were dead or are deceased. Rest in peace to all these artists. Miss Janice, you knew all about this, and the shit was in your name. Shout out to Mace.
Crimes over the years. According to rapper Mace, Diddy's mom got all the receipts. Fans think that Diddy knows that deep down his mom would never betray him, which is why he has all his assets under his mom's name.
Yo, I did this nigga told my he want receipts. Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts, nigga. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts, nigga. You need more proof, nigga? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts. And I sign it, nigga. Cause I ain't need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that.
Gene Deal seems to think that the only reason Diddy made the decision of putting under his name is because deep down he knew karma was going to come for him. He's made a bunch of questionable decisions recently, but this might be the only reason he has a leg to stand on right now.
She only wanted $10 million. You knew what she was putting into that lawsuit. And then you try to, one day after she filed it, pay her off and stop it.
And shout out to Gene Deal and shout out to Gene Deal's kneecaps, Diddy Glover's ex-bodyguard. You heard what Gene Deal just said. And if that wasn't Gene that was talking, it was his kneecaps. Gene Deal's kneecaps just said that all Diddy Glover had to do was pay Cassie $10 million. $10 million. And all of this shit came crumbling down on you. But she had the heart, the courage to survive Diddy Glover and to stand up against Miss Joyce. Because Miss Joyce, I really think you got something to do with this. You do.
That lawsuit. And
under his name is because deep down he knew karma was going to come for him. He's made a bunch of questionable decisions recently, but this might be the only reason he has a leg to stand on right now.
She only wanted $10 million. You knew what she was putting into that lawsuit. And then you tried to, one day after she filed it, pay her off and stop it. He didn't take his Benjamin Bradford legal advice. And he saw that, yo, this shit is about to be a forest. I ain't gonna be a part of this, and I'm gonna leave. Because nobody's talking about his legal team, you understand, about what they did or didn't do. But right now, he had 18 companies, all of them parted away from him. The IRS is looking at him. The federal government is looking at him. Now they trying to go into court and say because his company wasn't existed at that time of some of the alleged rapes, that what we're gonna do is we want them to take the companies out of the lawsuit. But check this out, bro. You ever think of this? Why did Diddy put everything in his mom and his son's name? Did he know that he was doing some things behind the scene?
Y'all hear that? What Gene Deal and Gene Deal's kneecaps just said. Did you? Yo, it's kind of crazy. I ain't even going front. Gene Deal, all that shit he was saying actually ended up coming to light. But did you ever think about it? Like what Gene Deal and his kneecaps just said. Why did Diddy put everything in his mom and his sons in them name? He knew he was doing some illegal shit. And we got 1,200 people in the building. We need 1,200 likes. We got 1,200 people. Them likes should be way, way up to the sky. Pure survival.
Some of the alleged rapes, that what we're gonna do is we want them to take the companies out of the lawsuit. But check this out, bro. You ever think of this? Why did Diddy put everything in his mom and his son's name? Did he know that he was doing some things behind the scene? Or did he know that some things was going on in his life that may bring it to this point where people be trying to sue him? But everything is in Justin's name and everything is his mama's name? Did he know that?
And did you know that, Miss Joyce? Did you know that this was going to come back around? Because he put everything in your name, ma'am. Everything in your name. And that long Tootsie Roll son neck, that little twin little motherfucker, little milk chocolate giraffe neck, Diddy Glover's son. That little motherfucker. See, my dad said he was everybody said $50, and you know, and my dad, yeah, we ain't trying to hear that shit, little motherfucker. You got little lawsuits too coming. You know what I'm saying? But Miss Joyce, you got too much shit in your name. Too much shit tied to you for you to have any room to try to say that this is all Cassie and you're going to testify. I want to see it because I know this court case is going to be crazy. It's going to be all kinds of celebrities. Motherfuckers right now that's afraid that they're getting told on right now. Pure survival. Jay-Z, him in the hair. Them motherfuckers. Jay-Z probably hid his hair. Probably cut his hair off. Said, look, hide the hair. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce, hide the coke, hide the coke. Them motherfuckers is afraid because they know they coming.
This point where people be trying to sue him, but everything is in Justin's name and everything is his mama's name. Did he know that? Because when you're a grown man, you want to own some things. You know what I'm saying? You want to own some things. You want to have companies in your name, companies in this, that, and the third. But he put it in his mom and his son's name? And his daughters now?
Honestly, Janice's compliance is all kinds of messed up. As a mother, she should have done a better job of putting Diddy on the right path. Instead, she's been defending him. Back when Diddy and Mace were still butting heads over the rights to Mace's music, Janice rocked the internet by standing up for Diddy. Mace dropped a single called Oracle 2, the Liber...
And this when his mom went off on Mace defending him. Like they said, Miss Joyce, you should have been checking your son. If you upset and you didn't want this to happen, you could have been talked to that boy. Like, yo, you got to calm down. You letting this money go to your head, even if we got to... That's why I believe you had something to do with it, Miss Joyce. You and them white nails.
But he put it in his mom and his son's name? And his daughters now?
Honestly, Janice's compliance is all kinds of messed up. As a mother, she should have done a better job of putting Diddy on the right path. Instead, she's been defending him. Back when Diddy and Mace were still butting heads over the rights to Mace's music, Janice rocked the internet by standing up for Diddy. Mace dropped a single called Oracle 2, the Liberation of Mace and Betha in 2022, where every verse was diss at Diddy. He rapped, "Yeah, I'm just a Harlem N-word repping down a Vegas strip with my own Suge. You from Mount Vernon N-word, go and rep your own hood. I'm not hating on your Billy Worth right now. I'm only saying what you really work. You ain't no architect. You just a N-word who know how to market death." After the song dropped, Diddy was doing an IG live when his mom made an appearance and warned Mace not to mess with her son.
Shout out to the Locks, Mace, Biggie, Buster. I'm talking about everybody that's on the I'm gonna say Mace. Yeah, we still love Mace. It's always gonna be.
Look, even her, that's instigating right there. He said, shout out to Mace, and then his mom sitting next to him, she said, Mace. You know what I'm saying? So I can't sit there and try to feel like she's like just some person that's not knowing what's going on. She's very alert during survival. She literally just this Mace right there. He said, shout out to Mace, and she was like, Mace. You know what I mean? All because Mace told the truth about him having shit in your name. Like, ma'am, please go sit down. Pure survival.
Shout out to the Locks, Mace, Biggie, Buster. I'm talking about everybody that's on the I'm gonna say Mace. Yeah, we still love Mace. It's always gonna be love.
That's with my son.
You heard her? She said, look, I don't like him. Don't nobody mess with my son. And all the people your son mess with.
That's on the I'm gonna say Mace. Yeah, we still love Mace. It's always gonna be love.
That's with my son.
Mom giving us smoke as always.
But it looks like she might have been doing all that for nothing, because according to Gene Deal, Diddy treats Janice no different from the women he dates.
I remember we was in the car. It was me, Puff, and his mother got in the car with us. And we was in the limousine. We was on, was it 20 West 19th Street or 5 West 19th Street? That was the first bad boy office when they came into Manhattan. Not the Scarsdale. I'm talking when they got the first official bad boy office in Manhattan. Yo, his mother got in the car. He was on the phone talking about somebody or something. And then he said to his mother, yo, didn't I tell you to stay out my MF business? Yo, I want to snatch the fucking shadow off him.
Now, did you hear what Gene Deal and Gene Deal's kneecaps just said? Diddy Glover's mother, Miss Janice, you want to take up for your little baby. Smash that like button, guys. Shout out to the 1100 in the building. You want to take up for your son. When you got into this limo, pure survival, Diddy told you to shut your mother effing mouth and been slapping you and abusing you, treating you like one of the hoes. You know what I'm saying? Pure survival. So how do you think Cassie or any of these other girls had a chance when you were literally scared of him? I think you was a part of this shit, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? And I believe everything Gene Deal is saying and Gene Deal's kneecaps.
Mother, yo, didn't I tell you this? Mother, I remember we was in the car. It was me, Puff, and his mother got in the car with us. And we was in the limousine. We was on, was it 20 West 19th Street or 5 West 19th Street? That was the first bad boy office when they came into Manhattan. Not the Scarsdale shit. I'm talking when they got the first official bad boy office in Manhattan. Yo, his mother got in the car. He was on the phone talking about somebody or something. And then he said to his mother, yo, didn't I tell you to stay out my MF business? Yo, I want to snatch the fucking shadow off him. I said, boy, who you talking to? I said, if you ever talk to your mother like that again, around me, I'm going to beat the shit out you.
And that's why Diddy Glover got rid of Gene Deal and got rid of Gene Deal's kneecaps. Pure survival. Because Gene Deal did not let Diddy Glover just beat up on his mother, pure survival, and sit there and be beating up on people. He heard about the shit, pure survival. He heard when it was about to start happening, but Diddy Glover knew. Because you got to know Gene Deal. Like when that motherfucker, when Gene Deal get hyped, and he be like, Diddy know that I don't play. I would have slapped. I'm talking about spit Gene Deal spit juice all over the goddamn phone and the screens. Pure survival. He's not a person to play with. Gene Deal could talk too loud and your shit can start shaking. Motherfucker, YouTube chair just start shaking. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, I believe everything and what Gene Deal and his kneecaps is saying. It's not that I just believe Gene Deal, but you must believe his kneecaps. And I'm not gonna let Stevie J and that thin ass Love and Hip Hop mustache and that Love and Hip Hop facial expression. I'm not gonna let Stevie J sit there and disrespect Gene Deal and disrespect Gene Deal's kneecaps. No, no, no. I'm not gonna do it no more. Pure survival. But this is crazy, Miss Joyce, that your son treated you like this and you didn't do a damn thing but surrender to him, and you expect us to sit there and feel like Cassie, this is all her fault. You know what I mean? I just can't do that. Pure survival. I just cannot do that. Y'all got to get them likes up, man. We need 500 likes in this bitch. We got over 1,000 some change.
In Manhattan. Yo, his mother got in the car. He was on the phone talking about somebody or something. And then he said to his mother, yo, didn't I tell you to stay out my MF business? Yo, I want to snatch the fucking shadow off him. I said, boy, who you talking to? I said, if you ever talk to your mother like that again, around me, I'm going to beat the shit out you. Now, people don't know and people don't understand. Not only was I one of the leaders of the same gang, I had been around Puff and I seen him. Like when the kids ran him down the block the whole 9 yards. Me and Puff.
You see that? Gene Deal goes back with Diddy Glover. Back when he was running up and down the street, when he was just a little freak off junior with a little freak off freeze pop, a little freak off icy pop running. And Gene Deal kneecaps was real good back then, pure survival. So he was able to stop and mold and sit there and try to raise Diddy Glover to be a good fucking modern day citizen of society. But no, Diddy Glover didn't want that. He wanted to go, he was one of them little boys, like I said, Diddy Glover would go to the playground, pure survival, and make sure that he goes down the sliding board behind a boy just so he can try to see and hope that his butt crack is showing so he can go down the sliding board right after him. Pure survival. And they got his legs just stuck in between this motherfucker and got the motherfucker on the sliding boards in between his thighs like Hassan Campbell. I know, man. Gene Deal, listen, he been telling us. Pure survival.
Your mother like that again. Around me, I'm gonna beat the shit out you. Now, people don't know and people don't understand. Not only was I one of the leaders of the same gang, I had been around Puff and I seen him. Like when when the kids ran him down the block the whole 9 yards. Me and Puff had been dealing with each other from the red zone to the building when they had
Wow, this is crazy.
Kinder chocolate.
See, they go back, and then everybody say, Gene Deal, like you said that you didn't see nothing, you know what I'm saying, but you didn't let Diddy Glover do nothing, but you always seen stuff, pure survival, you know what I'm saying, and I'm like, I'm not going to let y'all say that Gene Deal saw the shit, and he played a part. I'm not going to let y'all say that. Like, he had a warrant for his arrest yesterday, pure survival, or somebody was saying that Gene Deal, they was trying to say, Diddy in there trying to say Gene Deal knew what was going on, but I don't think Gene Deal knew what was going on, pure survival. Now, if his kneecaps knew what was going on, I don't think that Gene Deal knew. That's the whole thing. It's not about what his kneecaps knew.
It was actually...
It's about what he knew. You know what I'm saying? My Instagram is Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Follow me, and I'll follow you back. You know what I mean? We must stick together during survival.
So, y'all thinking that, oh, this is his bodyguard and everything like that. Y'all call them OGs, y'all call them lieutenants and everything like that. I was one of the leaders of the same gang at the time. And I'm not going to let him, as a man and as a person that I am, disrespect his mama. I said, boy, if you ever talk to your mama like that again around me, I'm going to beat the shit out you. But gee, I told her to stay out of business. Let me just say this to you right now. If she wasn't for her, you wouldn't have no business.
And that's a key thing. Gene Deal and his kneecaps just said, if it wasn't for you, Miss Janice, Diddy Glover wouldn't have a business. I didn't even put that together, how he just said that. So, Miss Janice, in my opinion, I kind of think that you was involved. I'm saying personally, I really do. You know what I mean? I ignored all of this last year. And now for you to come out, or sources close to you, saying that you're allegedly going off on Cassie, calling her all kinds of little hoes and little freak off whores, and you knew what my son was doing, and you was a part of it. I'm going to court. I'm going to testify that I know that you was a part of it. If you knew all of that, Miss Janice, why didn't you intervene back then? Pure survival. Why didn't you intervene? Smash that like button, guys.
Gee, I told her to stay out of business. Let me just say this to you right now. If she wasn't for her, you wouldn't have no business. And Miss Combs sit there and quiet as a church mouse.
Heck, he even slapped her at one point.
Yeah, that video, wow, man, I still can't believe what I seen. And I remember you told me that, you know, Diddy, he smacked his own mom. And to be honest with you, man, I really didn't believe it. But after seeing that video of him and Cassie and what he did to her, I believe it now, man.
Well, yeah, listen, bruh, Kirk Burrows, the president at the time, a bad boy, told me that he smacked his mother. Kirk Burrows even said it on somebody's platform that he smacked his mother. It may have been your platform that he said that. I remember we was in the car. It was me, Puff, and his mother got in the car with us. And we was in the limousine.
If that dude would smack you, Miss Janice, if your son would slap you, he would slap anybody. You know what I'm saying? So blaming this on Cassie, I'm not going for that. You know, I think you should be ashamed of yourself. You know what I mean? I know that you're ashamed of your son, but I kind of feel like you should be more sympathetic, you know what I mean, and apologetic to the victims, you know what I'm saying, that's out there. I think that that's what you should be focusing on instead of pointing the fingers and blaming this on. And I know you feel like, oh, everybody's coming down on my son. But your son wasn't thinking about this when he was driving around with pints and pints and gallons of baby oil during survival. When your son was riding around like this and he's looking at cheeks to clap in the industry, you know what I mean? When he was looking at cheeks to clap, nobody was thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? So Miss Joyce, like I said, you can't blame Cassie for this. You know what I'm saying? You need to blame your son. And to let everybody know that Diddy Glover's the indictment, the second bail hearing, is about to start. So I'm gonna get off of here so I can go and react to that. We're gonna see if Diddy Glover, Miss Joyce, we're gonna see if your son get bail. But I'm gonna let you know this right now. In my humble opinion, Miss Joyce, they're not gonna give your son no bail today. This is pure survival.